Welcome to Coffee with Coach, episode 3. So I love to start with kind of the coffee piece. I didn't have coffee this morning, but I wanted to talk about coffee that I had this past weekend. So we were in Sisters, Oregon, right near Bend, Oregon, for my brother-in-law's wedding. So congrats, Jesse and Eric. Love you guys. Awesome to be there. And as I was in town at Sisters, I found a coffee shop because my in-laws and family, I love them. They drink just coffee tasting coffee, Folgers, whatever's around. And I've grown to love really good coffee and being been dubbed a little bit of a coffee snob. I don't think so, not yet, but we're working on it. But so I go into town and I find Sisters Coffee Company. And first day I get their Black Butte Gold. It's their kind of house drip, a dark roast, a very coffee tasting coffee. Really enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, oh, heck yes. So I went back the next day and they also had single origins on drip. And the single origin I'm looking at the screen, they're Ethiopia, they're Arty Natural. Oh my goodness. Like the notes on it, strawberry, nectarine, and blueberry, phenomenal. Like really clean, crisp, just a great tasting, almost like fruity cup of coffee, very light and airy. Highly recommend it. So it was Sisters Coffee Company that I got that Ethiopia from. When I was talking to the guy at the end, Brandon, he talked to me about there's a coffee tasting wheel to evolve your tastes and as you're kind of going through and drinking coffee, which I'm going to explore. I don't know much about, but if you happen to know anything about it, hit me up, let me know. I'd love to explore it and kind of learn more about it. So today, Coffee with Coach, another solo episode, but I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what I just talked about and where I was, right? I was out of town with family, really enjoying and celebrating. We were gone from Thursday through Monday afternoon. So today's Wednesday when I'm recording. Yesterday was Tuesday, first day back into it. Kids back to school, my wife back to work, me back into the job searching and all of the stuff that kind of compiles amongst my day. And I will tell you, yesterday was tough. And I realized that when I took time away, when I had the opportunity to be away, be present, be in the mountains, do all of the things that were outside of my normal daily scope, I was in a much better place. And then yesterday, when I came back into it, it was challenging. I was stressed. I was irritable. I was short with my family. Like Corey even called me out on it. And I appreciate it because I was feeling it and I know it. In the moment I denied it. But it's really interesting that as we remove ourselves from things and then come back into it and immerse ourselves back into it. I mean, I job searched for 4 hours yesterday, and I hosted a space and I did all these different types of things. But with that, right, like I was really challenged, really stressed. I didn't get outside. I was unable to go and do the things that I absolutely know that ground me. So my reflection on it all is when we remove things from ourselves, from our life, whether it be, I don't care what it is, for me, it was the job searching and the stress of that. When I removed it, when I came back around to it and added it back in full go, it challenged me. It challenged me to my core and it affected who I was and how I was showing up for my family and everything like that. So if you're coming back into something, if you've removed something, I know they do a lot of, from a diet perspective, we're going to remove this and then we'll slowly add different things back in to see how it affects you. I encourage you to do that. Yesterday, probably should have focused on me and kind of slowly ramping things up, but I didn't. And now I kind of understand that that's something that I should probably do. So I guess my question, what I'd love to hear from you is like, what is something that you want to add back in or do, right? It could be exercise, it could be eating healthy, it could be any of these different things, but you know that you need to add it slowly. You need to do it slowly so as to not shock the system and totally stress things out. But I want to know, what is that for you? Because right now, yesterday it was job searching, moving into the end of the year. For me, it may be a little bit of cleaning up diet and getting back into working out, but there's always something that we want to do and add, but adding something new tends to stress us out or kind of create something in us. So I encourage you, if you're going to do something and you're going to add something new in, slow play it. Do a little bit at a time. Focus on one. If it's working out, focus on 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to work out for an hour today. Not, hey, I'm going to work out for 100 days straight. So that said, I'm always grateful to pop on here. I've got a couple really good guests that I'm talking to that we're going to line up, and I'm not quite sure. I know I've said this. I'm not sure how it's going to roll out and what it's going to look like, but I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of see what we want to build and how this ends up working. So I'm grateful for everybody that does comment and does receive all of this stuff and subscribes on YouTube and follows me on Twitter and all the different mediums that I'm on. So thanks for paying attention. Thanks for coming around. And thanks for letting me do this. I'm really grateful for you. At the end of the day, remember, I'm rooting for you. And I'll talk to you soon.